Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lawrence High School. Today's match features the Nottingham North Stars and your Lawrence Cardinals.
Today on the Cardinal Sports Network, we bring you Varsity Wrestling. As you just heard, your Lawrence Cardinals will be taking on the Nottingham North Stars. We'll start off things today with an extra. This is actually not part of the wrestling match or wrestling meet, but just as an extra, Hasma Ibrahim from Lawrence will be taking on Sofian Rashid from Nottingham. And contrary to what the scoreboard says, this is not 106 pounds. These two actually weighed in for the 285-pound weight class. You may recognize the Ibrahim name from other previous sports broadcasts on LTPS TV. Hasma Ibrahim also has a brother who not only wrestles, but Hasma and Omar Ibrahim are both members of the swim team, and we saw them during swimming season. Right now, Hasma in the gray outfit, going up against Sofian Rashid. As we often see with the heavyweight classes, both wrestlers staying on their feet for a long time. So far, neither wrestler scoring a point. Quite often, this grappling goes on for quite a long time before one of the wrestlers will suddenly gain an advantage, and it can be over very quickly.
Don't worry about your headgear. This is for the headgear. Go listen. Keep wrestling. Keep wrestling. Center. Circle in. Drag that now. Right hand drag. Rushing that side. Snap. Snap. Snap.
Ibrahim went in to try and make something happen. Rashid shook it off, and we're right back to the grappling.
You guys go use that. And once you get the underhook, shrug again. Shrugs there. Shrug right there. Shoot when he's close with his head here. Come on. You got 30 seconds. Let's go. Shrug. Right arm collar tie. Left arm look away and shrug. Short time. Short time. Right there.
Well, we had some activity there, but neither wrestler able to gain an advantage, so the first round will end with a score of 0-0 between these two evenly matched heavyweights.
He's going crazy. This is where the speed comes through, all right? Speed. Sit and turn. Get back on it.
For the second round, Ibrahim has elected to start on top.
Look what he's giving you. Tight waist ankle. Reach back. Keep the hand.
Rashid getting set on the bottom. Now here comes Ibrahim ready for the start.
I like that.
And Ibrahim's able to bring Rashid down to the mat. Rashid trying to crawl out of bounds at this point. Rashid gets up to his knees. And Ibrahim brings him back onto the mat. Rashid manages to crawl out of bounds. And unfortunately, no points awarded for a takedown there. So I thought perhaps Ibrahim might have scored a couple of points, but at this point, all even. This time, Ibrahim brings Rashid down in the center of the mat. And the referee did not like the hold that Ibrahim was using. He'll award 1 point to Rashid.
Inside leg stand up. That's your left. Clear the left arm. Under the left arm. He takes the ankle. Yeah, speed. Okay. Go.
Now Ibrahim, almost had the arm there, but Rashid was able to slip it off. Now Ibrahim rolling Rashid over. Rashid rolls back and gets the escape. So Rashid now up 2 points over Ibrahim.
Elbow pass. Do what I want. Elbow pass. Elbow pass to high front. You gotta pull that. Elbow pass to high front. And this rolls. Elbow punch. Right there. Push. He's there.
And Rashid gets a takedown right before the buzzer. So Rashid now leading 4-0 over Ibrahim. 1 round to go. Rashid will be starting on the bottom again for this 3rd and final round. Apparently Ibrahim thought the referee had stopped the action. Rashid took advantage of it, but Ibrahim comes back on him. Now Ibrahim brings Rashid down to the mat, looking for leverage to roll him over. Rashid gets up to his knees. Ibrahim attempting to drive Rashid over, but not having much luck. Goes for the leg, and Rashid gets a reversal. Now it's Rashid trying to roll Ibrahim over for a pin.
Get back behind him, keep the arm bar straight across his back. Come out 2-on-1, roll the finish again. 2-on-1 Michigan series. 2-on-1, remember that one?
Ibrahim manages to get up to his knees. Ibrahim tried to pick up Rashid. Rashid took advantage of it, rolls Ibrahim over, and gets the pin. So for the exhibition match, it's Rashid over Ibrahim by a pin.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
For those of you just tuning in, that was an extra and not part of the actual meet. Now for the start of the meet, we got Ryan Edwards from Lawrence, and he just won by a forfeit as Nottingham had no one to offer. That will bring us to the 113-pound weight class, where Lawrence will send out Patrick Maloney to wrestle against Curtis Selman from Nottingham. Incidentally, I've been saying from Nottingham for the visiting team, and they are wearing the uniforms of the Nottingham North Stars, but several of the wrestlers on this team are actually from Hamilton North. Hamilton North unable to field a team of their own, so those wrestlers who wanted to compete were able to join forces with Nottingham. And we see Selman wiping his feet on the disinfectant pads. Maloney doing the same, and they will head out onto the mat for the 113-pound weight class match. There's the whistle for the start of wrestling.
Get in close, Biggs. Look at that. Leave that arm right there. Push away. Pop it. Big. Switched up that time.
Neither wrestler gaining an advantage yet,
You got inside control.
as they're grappling just like the heavyweights did.
Strikes there. Biggs. Keep on defense. It's there. Underhook that. Underhook that. Good try.
Selman went down to one knee looking for a leg, and there he goes in again. This time he's got a grip.
Underhook on the right.
Maloney stands up and gets out of that, so we're back to grappling.
Inside control on the left.
Maloney thought about going in and thought better of it.
Right. Good job.
Now Selman goes in for the leg. Once again, ineffective.
Inside control. Inside. Inside.
This time Maloney goes in for the leg.
Circle. Circle. Keep fighting. Circle. Top your head. Turn your head.
He's got a leg and an ankle,
Hook it ankle. Hook it.
trying to make something happen here.
Turn it. Come on.
Selman, in the meantime, pushing back. Now Selman's got a leg. Maloney breaks free. And after all that, no points awarded.
Good job. Let's roll. 2-on-1. Roll. 28 seconds. Let's roll. Fight for inside on the left. Push his head. Go back in on that leg.
20 seconds left in this first bout.
Go inside. Simple concept. Inside control. Stop looking at it. Just listen. Short time. Short time. Shoot out. Look at that. Pop is there. Get close. Fakes. 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 Here it comes. Fakes. Let's go.
Maloney thought about going in, but backed out. And there's the buzzer. So after one bout of wrestling, we have 0-0 score.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Coming up on the second bout for Maloney versus Selman. Maloney in gray from Lawrence will be starting on the bottom. Maloney will have the opportunity to score a point for an escape, if he can escape. And so far, he hasn't been able to. Although Maloney getting back up to his knees. Now Maloney to his feet. All he has to do is break this grip. Unable to do so as Selman brings him back down. Now Maloney back to his knees. And Selman will bring him down again.
Knees up, knees slide up. Knees slide up. Knees slide up. You're out.
Maloney kicks out,
Get behind. Michigan. Up.
still unable to break free.
You gotta come up, Jay.
Now Selman spinning around trying to take control. Oh, Maloney almost had to escape there.
Back trip, back trip, back trip, back trip.
And Selman will bring him back down to the mat. Still no points scored by either wrestler as we're into the second minute of this bout. Now, Selman able to roll Maloney over, looking for a pin. And Maloney will get the escape, but Selman will be awarded 3 points for the near pin.
You need two here. Hands fight now. Hands fight, big. Shoot right now. 1 second. Hard drive. Let's go. Shoot right now. All right, 2-on-1 now. 2-on-1. 2-on-1.
There's the buzzer for the end of the second bout of wrestling. Curtis Selman leading over Patrick Maloney with a score of 3-1. Going into this final bout, Selman will be on the bottom. He'll have a chance for an escape point, while Maloney will be in position to try and go for the pin. Selman gets the escape early on. They go down, and Maloney gets 2 points for the takedown. Maloney still down by 1 point with 1.5 minutes to go, but he's in position to go for a pin himself. The referee feels that Maloney's hold was not acceptable. He'll break that up, move them back to center mat. And Selman will be awarded a point. Maloney's still on top. Down by 2 points now. Coming down to the final minute, he needs to make something happen here. Now, Selman gets to his feet. Maloney brings him back down. Less than a minute to go. Maloney spinning around trying to get position where he can roll Selman over. Selman staying on his knees. Now Selman looking for a reversal. And Maloney spins back over on top of him. The clock is ticking down to 0. There's the buzzer. So Curtis Selman will win by a decision over Patrick Maloney, 5 points to 3. That will do it for the 113-pound weight class. We now move on to the 120-pound weight class, where Josh Marandino from Lawrence will be taking on Aiden Babkowski. Once again, for those of you watching these meets on LTPS TV for the first time, Lawrence is in the gray, so that's Marandino in gray.
Inside control, push shrug. Left, that's it, fight in, just keep fighting in. Good stance there. Get out of 30 here.
Waiting to see who can gain an advantage here. Both wrestlers really going at it.
Drag. For a dump, drag out, butt drag out. Drag out. Front headlock, run the front headlock. Snap down. That's it, right here.
Now Babkowski has Marandino by the leg, but Marandino hanging tough and staying above him. Well, he was. Now he's underneath. Still no takedown awarded. Marandino turns the tables on Babkowski and gets the takedown. Marandino spins around to try and keep Babkowski on the mat, but referee decides they're too close to the edge and he'll stop action and move everyone to the middle of the mat again.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
The wrestlers will return to the center of the mat. Marandino will be on top. Babcock struggling to try and get free. Almost does, but Marandino regains control. And now there's an escape by Babkowski. No points awarded yet for this current exchange. And the buzzer will sound to end first period of wrestling. Marandino leading 6-3 over Babkowski, but it's been a very tough match. Babkowski electing to start on the bottom in hopes of scoring the escape point. Marandino maintaining control. Now Babkowski manages to break free. Only for a moment as Marandino regains control. No points awarded in that exchange. Marandino trying to get to his feet. And Marandino will lose control as Babkowski takes over and gets points for the takedown. Marandino, man, that was impressive. He'll get the reversal, and he's got Babkowski down looking for the pin. And there's the pin. So Josh Marandino from Lawrence will take the win on that one by a pin for the 120-pound weight class. Next up, the 126-pound weight class. Lawrence doesn't have anyone to offer for that. So Jeremiah Northern will be taking that win by forfeit. Same situation for the 132-pound weight class. We've got no one from Lawrence, and Lucas Selman will win by forfeit.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Next up will be the 138-pound weight class, with Lawrence putting forth Zach Roldan. He'll be going up against Jacob Vanderhorn from Nottingham. There's Roldan on the mat, and Vanderhorn rushing out to join him. Right at the start, Roldan goes in and gets the takedown. Roldan goes to work, trying to roll Vanderhorn over. So far not having any luck with that. Meanwhile, Vanderhorn is trying to break free. He's gotten to his knees, but Roldan has maintained control.
Right hand wrist, left hand wrist. There you got the hand, keep it. Post it in your back. There you go. Hold the cross.
Roldan hanging on as Vanderhorn gets his legs free, but now Roldan turning that into a possible pin. A little under a minute to go. And there's the pin, as Zach Roldan will take the win by a pin over Jacob Vanderhorn. Next up will be the 145-pound weight class, where Emmett Berea will take on Angel Romero from Nottingham. There's Berea on the mat. And Romero coming out to join him. They'll get started. Now Romero goes in and gets the takedown. Berea gets back up to his legs, but can't stay up as Romero will bring him back down. Now Berea back on his feet, and he'll break free for the escape point. Berea trying to get the takedown. Berea down by 1 point right now. If he gets the takedown, he's not going to get the takedown. In fact, Romero gets the takedown, and he's got Berea in a compromised position. Looking for the pin. And there's the whistle for the pin, as Angel Romero will win over Emmett Berea in the first period. That will bring us to the 152-pound weight class, where Omar Ibrahim will be representing Lawrence. He'll be going up against William Chrysler. We saw Omar's brother Hazma earlier in the program in an exhibition match. So far, neither wrestler gaining an advantage. And without going out of bounds, they'll trot over to the middle of the mat and restart. Ibrahim trying to get the takedown, and this time they'll go so far out of bounds that the referee will step in.
Left hand top, left hand right. Neutral.
Both wrestlers still neutral.
Here comes. Gosh, Will. Get ready. Get out of there. Go again. Push right. Push, circle, snap. Circle. Circle. No. Good shots. Outside. No throws. Good shots. Get ready for the shot. His hand comes up. Get ready. Pump up. Cross your feet. Come inside, Will.
Both wrestlers still staying upright.
Let's stand. Let's go. Get inside. Circle in. Circle in.
30 seconds left in this first match, and finally we got Ibrahim going in for the leg. They'll go out of bounds and return to center mat.
Same thing, Omar. Let's go. Right back. Try. 20 seconds.
10 seconds left in this bout. Now there's the buzzer at the end of one bout of wrestling. Score is 0-0 between these two. Cardinals currently trailing by 3 points to the North Stars. Ibrahim will be starting on the bottom for this round. And he stands up, unable to get the escape. Now he's back on his feet again. And there's the escape. It's only a point, but it's more than either one of them had before. So Ibrahim currently leading over Chrysler by 1 point. Chrysler had a stumble, and Ibrahim's trying to turn that into a takedown. They'll get out of bounds before he can do so. So both wrestlers will start in the neutral position now. Wrestling resumes.
Elbow pass. Stop worrying about that. Good show. Nice. Take him.
Ibrahim trying to get Chrysler down. Now he's got the leg. Couldn't hang on to it. One minute left in this bout. Ibrahim tries to pick up Chrysler. Didn't quite manage what he was trying there, and they'll end up out of bounds once more.
Do what I told you. Hands off your knees. Let's go, Omar. Aggressive. It's too late when he's touching you. Here it comes. Push out. Oh my God.
Now Chrysler goes in for the leg, can't get it. Ibrahim tries to return the favor with the same results. Now Chrysler dives in for the waist. Ibrahim holds him off. Chrysler's got a leg though. They'll go out of bounds and return to center mat. Both wrestlers in neutral position. Now Chrysler dives in and grabs a leg. Actually grabs both legs, but he's doing it from underneath because Ibrahim's on top of him. And no points are scored. The buzzer will end the second period. Going into the third and final period, Ibrahim leading by a slim 1 point margin over Chrysler. Chrysler will start on the bottom. If he can get the escape, that'll tie it up. That was not an escape, although he's trying. Chrysler to his feet, and there's the 1 point for the escape. So we're tied up. Both wrestlers in the neutral position.
Inside, get inside. You gotta set the shot. Be smart. Legs close. Move your feet. Always a good shot. Try, Buster. Circle, Omar. Slip. Show you better wrestle. Move your feet. Try.
Two very evenly matched wrestlers here.
Control hands. Omar, control hands. Get your two. Be strong. Get your two. Get low. Get inside control. Plug it in, leg. Will drag it. Shrug. Just need two here. Shrug. Come on, Will.
And they'll step out of bounds. The referee will move them back to center mat. Ibrahim had a little trouble with his headgear. We'll have to fix that. Ibrahim also not showing the same amount of energy he had early in this one. Quite understandably, they've been going at it very strongly. Now there goes Chrysler in for the takedown. Can't get it. Ibrahim trying to bring Chrysler down to the mat. Chrysler doing the same, and it looks like Chrysler is going to get a takedown. Hasn't quite got the points yet, and Ibrahim gets back on top of him. Now Ibrahim will get the 2 points for the takedown. Not only the takedown, but he's got Chrysler in position for the pin, and he gets him. Well, that was a tough match for both wrestlers, and Omar Ibrahim will come out on top with a win by a pin over William Chrysler. Next up will be the 160-pound weight class. Jake DeLarda wrestling for Lawrence. DeLarda's put on a couple of good showings in recent outings for the Cardinal wrestling team. But it looks like there's no one to wrestle against him in the 160-pound weight class from Nottingham.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
So Jake DeLarda will take the win by forfeit in the 160-pound weight class. That will move us up to the 170-pound weight class. Wrestling from Lawrence will be Owen Drake. And he'll be going against Jakeem LaRose from Nottingham. There's LaRose on the mat, and Drake will join him. By the way, in case you're wondering why they moved from one mat to another, it's to try and keep everything as clean as possible to prevent any spread of germs. There's the start of the 170-pound weight class. So far, no advantage by either wrestler. In case you hadn't been watching the team scores, Cardinals are up now 30-21 over the Nottingham North Stars. Owen Drake goes in for a leg, brings down LaRose, and he'll get the 2 points for the takedown. LaRose attempting to escape, couldn't quite manage it. And Drake will be awarded 2 more points. The referee thinks they're getting way too close to the outside edge of the mat, so he'll move them back to center mat. Drake will be starting on top. LaRose hoping for an escape, but Drake's not having any of that. And Drake manages to bring LaCrosse onto the mat and roll him over, looking for the pin. LaRose twisting, trying to stay off the mat, keep his shoulders up. 10 seconds left, and Drake has got him in a very compromised position there. And LaRose will be saved by the buzzer. Drake will get points for the near pin. So after one period of wrestling, Owen Drake up 7-0 over Joachim LaRose.
Same pressure. Look what he gives you.
For the second bout, LaRose will be starting on the bottom.
Go outside leg stand up. That's your right leg. Load it up. Speed up.
Referee's consulting with the scorer's table, make sure everything is up to par. Nice smile there by Drake. Not something you often see on the wrestling mat. Now, LaRose tried for the escape, once again brought back down by Drake.
Face up the right way. Face up the right way. Not elbows. Not elbows out.
Perhaps that smile was a smile of confidence as Drake has been able to keep LaRose down and almost had him pinned at the end of that first bout.
Face up. That's it. You can't lay on it. Just face up. Elbows in. Head up. Good up. Good up. Feel it.
Now Drake rolls LaRose over, and he's once again got him in a very difficult position. There's the whistle for the pin, and Owen Drake will win by a pin in the 170-pound weight class. That moves us up to the 182-pound weight class. Wrestling for Lawrence will be Matthew Melquire, and wrestling for Nottingham will be David Abasu. Melquire and Abasu. Melquire goes in for the leg, and he'll get the takedown. Quick work by Melquire. Now, Abasu struggling up to his knees, looking to stand up. Melquire brings him back down to his knees. Now Abasu on his feet, brought back down by Melquire. Melquire going to work on Abasu, trying to roll him over. Unable to do so at this point. Now Abasu getting up to his knees. Abasu gets to his feet, but can't break free before they get out of bounds. The referee will move them center mat, and Abasu will be on the bottom. Abasu gets to his feet, and he'll come down on top of Melquire this time. Still no points awarded. Melquire's got him by the leg, and Melquire will get Abasu back down.
Shove that head down with the other hand. Shove it down. Shove it down. Shove it down. Top of the skull. Top. That's it. Crank that power hand.
30 seconds left in this second bout.
Use your elbow. Crank it under.
Now Melquire trying to roll Abasu over. Abasu, however, has other ideas, and he'll get the reversal. All tied up points-wise. Now Abasu looking to see if he can roll Melquire over for a pin. He's got Melquire in the cradle, and this time Melquire will be saved by the buzzer. Abasu awarded points for the near pin. Melquire elects to start in the neutral position for this third and final bout. He goes in, and right away he'll get the takedown. This is more of what we saw in the first bout. Scores all tied up now, 4 apiece. And Melchior going to work on Abusu, trying to see if he can roll him over. Abusu proving to be a tough competitor to pin. Abusu gets to his knees. Abusu gets the reversal. Melchior gets to his feet, only to be brought back down again by Abusu.
Roll the wrist again. Aim in the butt. Get him flat. Get him flat. Go space serious. Tight waist snag. Tight waist snag. Tight waist snag. Go, go, go! Tight waist snag.
Now Abusu gets Melchior over on his back, looking for the pin. Melchior trying to muscle his way out. And there's the pin. So David Abusu will win by a pin with 18 seconds left on the clock. Good job by both wrestlers. That will move us to the 195-pound weight class. Wrestling for Lawrence will be Antonio Perrone. Wrestling for Nottingham will be Dorian Henry. Both wrestlers will wipe their feet on the disinfectant pad and stride out onto the mat. $195 weight class. Perrone in gray, wrestling for Lawrence. Showing a lot of speed. Now Henry dives in. He's got Perrone by the leg. And he'll get the takedown. Perrone looking for the escape. Perrone up on his knees. Henry controlling the situation. Cards up 36-27 right now. 1 minute left in this first bout. And Perrone working to try and get the escape. Couldn't do it. They both roll over and comes out with Henry still in control, but Perrone putting up a good fight. Perrone tried to crawl free. Henry will bring him back down to the mat. 10 seconds left in this bout. Perrone flips him, or Henry flips Perrone over, but Perrone manages to get back out. And buzzer will put that play to rest.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
So going into the second period, we've got Henry leading over Perrone by 2 points. Wrestlers will start in the neutral position. And Henry goes in and gets the takedown. That's 4 points now for Henry. And they'll roll out of bounds. Referee moves everyone back to center mat. Henry is still on top. Referee making sure everyone is just where they need to be. Perone unable to get the escape immediately, but he's trying to stand up there. Couldn't quite do it. Still on his knees. Henry trying to change that. And there's a 2-point reversal for Perone. Now it's Perone going to work while Henry tries for the escape. Henry will get the escape. Henry goes in looking for the leg, couldn't find it. Now Perone goes in for the leg. He's got one hand on it. Now he's got two hands on there. And Perone will get 2 points for the takedown. "15 seconds left in this bout."
Break him down, Nick. Break him down. Please, do something. Clearly on that. Short time. 5 seconds. Oh. Sony, switch.
There's the buzzer. So at the end of 2 periods of wrestling, Dorian Henry leads Antonio Perone by 1 point with a score of 4-5. Perone starting on top for this final bout. Henry was unable to get the escape on the start. So Perone's got him. What can he do with him? Perone's going to let him go, sacrifice the 1 point for the escape in hopes of getting another 2-point takedown. Perone grabs the leg, but it's Henry who's going to get the 2 points for the takedown. They'll get too close to the edge and the referee will stop things. Moving everyone back to center mat once again. Henry on top in points and starting on top in position. Now Henry going to work trying to roll Perone over. Perone staying on his knees. Now Perone trying to work his legs free. Henry moving to prevent that. Perone's got one leg up. And Henry rolls him over looking for the pin. 8 seconds. There's the buzzer. But Dorian Henry has him by points, so Dorian Henry will win by a score of 8-4 over Antonio Perone. That will move us to the 220-pound weight class. Wrestling for Nottingham will be Brian Villanueva. Doesn't look like Lawrence has anyone for the 220-pound weight class. So Villanueva will be victorious by forfeit. That ties the points up for the two teams, 36 apiece, and moves us into our final match of the night, the 285-pound weight class. Pedro Maldonado will be wrestling for Lawrence, and he'll be up against Bradley Toro from Nottingham. Maldonado and Toro. The whole meet will be decided by this one match. Toro dove in for a leg, couldn't get it, and Maldonado now trying to turn that into a takedown on his part. Toro fighting back. Both wrestlers back to their feet. And they'll go out of bounds. We'll pause things for a moment and move back to center mat. Less than a minute left in the first period. And Maldonado gets 2 points for the takedown. Maldonado trying to break the arm down. Couldn't do it. Toro tried to crawl free. And they'll go out of bounds, move back to center mat. Toro just about turned the tables on Maldonado there. But as they prepare to restart the match, it'll be Maldonado on top. Maldonado goes for an ankle, brings Toro down to the mat. Now Maldonado will try to find a way to roll Toro over for the pin. Maldonado unable to keep Toro down. And Toro trying to climb free. Maldonado stops him at the edge of the mat. And there's the buzzer for the end of the first period. Maldonado leading by 2 points over Toro in this decisive match. The winner of this match is going to win the meet for their team. And there's a 2-point takedown for Toro as he brings Maldonado to the mat. Referee decides they're too close to the edge and he'll move everyone to center mat once again. This time Maldonado will be starting on the bottom. Maldonado trailing by 2 points. And referee will have some words to say about that hold. He'll award a penalty point to Maldonado. Once again, Maldonado starting on the bottom. Maldonado stands up, attempting to break free. And he'll get the 2 points for the takedown. Maldonado now up by 1 point, 5-4 over Toro. Now it's Maldonado looking for a way to roll Toro over. Toro gets to his knees, brought back down by Maldonado. Awfully close to the edge. We'll see how long the referee lets that go. And that was it. Once again, moving out to the center of the mat. 36 seconds left in this second period, and Maldonado up by 1 point. Toro will be starting on the bottom. Maldonado brought Toro down briefly. Toro right back up to his knees. "15 seconds left in this match, this bout. And Toro was able to get to his knees. Now looking to go for a pin on Maldonado. And the referee's confirming that that was a pin by Toro. So Bradley Toro wins the match and the meet for the Nottingham North Stars, as the North Stars will win a score of 42-36 over the Lawrence Cardinals in a well-contested match, or well-contested meet by both teams. Be sure to tune in next time for more exciting action on the Cardinal Sports Network.